Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel, and today we are playing Sprocket. Today, what I decided that I wanted to do was design a new anti-aircraft gun, cannon, tank, and I also wanted it to actually have an anti-tank gun on it as well. So, what I'm going to design is a tank with a big gun in the center, and then 4 guns surrounding it, 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and hopefully we can make it look really cool. If you're wondering what this tank is that we are seeing in front of us, this is actually my version of like a Sturmtiger or something like that, but it has a much bigger round. It is a 500mm caliber tank. If you guys want to see what it is, then it's one of the previous videos. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get building. Okie dokie, so I've gone ahead and changed the hull already. I've also changed it so we don't have any fenders on, and now what we're going to do is design the tracks. So, I'm not entirely sure how I want these tracks to be. I really do not know. I'm kind of thinking I like the idea of having it above. Somewhat like this. Then we're going to go ahead and make the diameter of this way bigger. There we go. Maybe down just slightly. That's cool. And then the sprocket on the back, we're going to go ahead and make that quite big too. So, let's go ahead and do something like this. Honestly, I like the design of that. I think it looks okay. Okay, so, next thing. What about suspension if I change it to this? Oh, this could be interesting, actually. This could be really interesting. So, raise these guys up. Yep, raise this up too. Only a little bit. Yep, we'll have 3 of those. And then we need to raise up the actual thing in the middle. So, select all of this and bring it upwards to the top. And then let's have a little look at that. Yeah, let's do that. Okie dokie. So, now we've actually got to design the tank kind of well. We got to design the tank kind of well. Okay, so what I want to do first then, actually, before we do anything else, is go to the separation. We're going to make that 1.8 instead. Actually, maybe even just 2. There we go. We're going to make it 2. And that means it's going to be quite wide, which I think, honestly, is actually fine. I'm bringing this further backwards, and the road wheels, I'm going to go ahead and separate them. So spacing, we're going to do this. And that's how I want it to be. Good. Okay, so I've changed all of them to look like these ones. And whilst I was doing that, I've actually decided the return rollers, I never make them big. But in this situation, I do want to make them... I want to make them relatively large. So that's my job. There we go. Okay, we made them quite big. I'm going to go ahead and make the separation of them a little bit bigger too. So, width. There we go. We can do this. As long as it's on both sides, that will fit. And then the width of the road wheels, quite big too. There we go. Nice. Okay, if I can bring this backwards to there, I think I'll be much more happy. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, I've moved this back down because I feel like I should have. So, that's why we've done that. I'm going to go ahead and extend the sides out so that it'll actually grab these pretty much straight into the edge there. And then we're going to go ahead and build in the front bit next. So, extend this. There we go. We're going to bring it out a little bit. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead and grab these guys and send this bit forwards. And that's essentially how that bit's going to look. Okay. Dozy. We're then going to extend this guy upwards. A little chunk just like so. And then we're going to extend this bit and grab this guy and this guy and do that. There we go. I'm also actually just going to go ahead and move these guys backwards a little bit too. Just so it's a little bit more rounded than normal. Yes. Okay, what else do we need to do? We're going to extend all of this up as well. So extend this, bring it upwards to around here. There we go. And this is looking like a pretty beefy tank. I'm not going to lie, it looks a bit chunky. Looks very chunky, actually. If I go to points, I'm actually going to go ahead and drag these two backwards quite far. Just like so. Alright. That's quite nice. That's actually kind of how I want it. Wait, sorry, before we move on though, I need to choose what track segments we want. I think these ones, and I think a little bit longer, so we're going to go 0.35. There we go. And we're also going to make it a little bit more chunky too at this. There we go. This is quite chunky. Yeah. Okay, anyway, back to compartments. So, grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and send it forwards. There we go, Dozy. We're going to be extending it backwards quite far as we go, I'm not going to lie. So it's going to go like so. I'm going to go to points. We're going to grab this one and this one. And we're going to send those in. And that's quite weird. I know that's really strange. But that's how I want it to be. So delete this one. Delete this one. Repack them. So this guy, this guy, and this guy. Fill it. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Fill it. There we go. So they both do the same thing now. Again, it's a little bit weird, but that's fine. Actually, now that I look at it, I'm kind of feeling like we just extend this. In fact, we grab all of them. So we extend this one, this one, and this one. And instead of going down, we just bring it backwards. Yeah, okay. And then we bring this guy back to the same point as this one. I need to do it with both, though. Here we go. So that's going to come backwards to there. And yeah, it's a bit stuck out, but that's fine. So we extend this guy and this guy downwards. And I'm going to leave it somewhat like that. I know it's a bit weird, but there we go. I'm going to leave it open on the back. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have it just like this. I honestly think that's fine. So the next thing that I want to do is actually extend this guy, and this guy upwards. So we're going to do that. There we go. I'm going to bring it up to about there. We're then going to extend it again, and then off the sides, we're going to do this, as we probably should. We're then going to drag this backwards so that it somewhat fits. We're going to go ahead and grab this guy, and presumably those two as well, and send that forwards. Okay, this is like our little platform. A little bit strange, but it should work. Right, move it upwards so that it fits in. There. Alright, fantastic. And then let's see what it looks like with everything there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I've split the points a little bit just so we can start designing some extra bits. And honestly, it's looking like it'll work. So we're going to extend this guy upwards. Okay, we're going to go up quite... Actually, we're just going to do that for now. Then we're going to bring this guy up. There we go. Then we're going to extend this out. There we go, just like so. And then I want to angle it so that it looks sort of nicer. Like that. There we go. We're then going to grab this guy, and this guy, and send it in. Oh, actually, that looks sick. That actually looks really cool. And then I'm going to design it on the other bits, and hopefully it'll look good. Unfortunately, the bit underneath is having some issues. I'm not sure what's going on here, but these guys need dragging back in. There we go. And then I want to sort out this bit, and I want to sort out this bit as well. So, delete that one. There we go. Delete this one. And I want to do it differently to how I would normally do it. So, we're just going to grab this point right here. Grab that point right there, and this one. Fill that. And then this one, and this one, and fill that. And that is definitely different. So, that's how I want it. Okay, hang on. Grab this one first. This one, and this one. Fill it. There we go. That one, this one, and this one. Fill it. And there we go. That actually looks pretty sick. I like it. You know, I might actually extend this down. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have it attached on. That seems fine. Okay, so this is where our anti-aircraft guns are going to go. Not sure how big they're going to be, but they're going to be attached to the main bit of the tank. So what that allows them to do is actually to turn sideways and traverse, which is exactly what I've been wanting them to do all along. So let's go ahead and whack these guys onto there, like so. That looks sick. That actually looks really cool. And they're going to be pretty beefy guns. So, let's go to cannon. They're going to be 55mm guns. Okay. I know that might not seem very big, but it is. It's going to be good. We're then going to make their propellant really long, 1000. And then we're going to make their barrels really long also. So, extend this. Make that a 1 meter. Make the first one a 2 meter. Bam. There we go. And then have this bit recoil. Yeah. Okay, and that's it. That's essentially all we want. I now need the same cannon. So let's go ahead and save this as AA cannon multi-tank. I don't know what to call it. I need to start coming up with names for these tanks, actually. But essentially, this one needs to be the same. So let's go ahead and load up AA cannon multi-tank, wherever that is. Does anyone see it? AA cannon multi-tank. Did I not save it? Hang on. Save. There we go. And then grab this one and change it to it. So AA cannon multi-tank. Bam. There we go. So that's our AA guns. Alright. It actually looks sick in itself, actually, doesn't it? I feel like that looks quite nice. Okay, so that brings this bit in the middle to be wide open, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think what we'll do is extend these guys upwards like so, bring them upwards to pretty much level with that, and then go to points, grab this guy, and send it backwards like so. The main cannon is going to go in here in the middle, and that's how we'll build it. Okay, so we can't really have shot traps like that, so we're going to go ahead and build these out. Essentially, we're going to go to faces, we're going to grab... I don't know where it is, actually. Is it just this one? Maybe it's just this one. So we're going to actually send these guys out. We're then going to grab the points, so this one and this one. We're going to send that back, and we're going to leave it like so. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is real nice. Okay, so now it's time to extend all of these guys upwards. Here we go. Bring it up and bring it forwards. In fact, just like that, pretty much. Then we're going to go to points, grab this one and that one. Send those guys backwards, including these guys, actually. These ones need to do it too. Why can't I grab it? Grab it! There we go. Bring these guys backwards. In fact, it shouldn't be this high, really. We're going to send this backwards like so. Same with these guys. There we go. And then same with these guys. But we're going to slightly modify it. So, this one, forwards. Ooh. How do I want it to be, actually? These guys forwards? Question mark? Yeah, and then these guys forwards just a little bit. And we're going to have it just like that, I guess. Yeah, actually. So the main gun is actually going to go in here, right in the middle. Okay? So, actually, no, it's not. I'm lying. I kind of want to put a turret on the top. Is that scary? Is that really weird if I put a turret on the top of this? Okay, hang on. Undo, undo, undo. I don't want any of this if we're putting a turret on the top, do I? There's no point. It's only there to add the turret. Oh, wow. I can't undo it past this. Yikes. Okay, so realistically, a gun right there in the middle would make sense. But I really just want to make this really dumb and put a turret on the top as well. I know that's really, really weird and silly, but I love the idea of it. So let's go ahead and go to turrets. What if we just used one of these, actually? What if we used one that was already built? That looks interesting. That looks very interesting. For some reason it's not connected. I hate when this happens. But there you go. Select everything. Move it off. Bring that down so that it fits on if we can. Diameter. The diameter doesn't matter. Height of it? I don't think that matters either. The thing that matters is that all of the faces are actually one face, I think. So actually you need to delete these two. And these two. And maybe even that one. And also this one. Oh, maybe not. And that one. There we go. Delete. And then go to points. Grab this guy, this guy. This guy, and this guy. Fill it. Oh, that's not right. That wasn't right. Okay, that's good. Grab the bottom ones. What have I just clicked on? Not that one. There we go. Hang on. This one. Fill it. Okay, good. And then this guy to this guy to that guy and to this guy. Fill it. There we go. Okay, so now we go back to the turret. Bring it down. And it will say it's connected. Yes. Okay. Faces. Select all. Bring it down and onto the top of the tank. There we go. And now we just need a gun on it. And that's it. This is strange. This is really, really weird. But essentially one of these guns needs to go right in the middle of that. And it needs to be a chunky one. It does. It legit needs to be a chunky one. So, these ones are, what, 55mm guns. This one's going to be an 88mm gun. Okay, and its propellant length is going to have to be huge. So, 1,000. Again. 1,000. There we go. The barrel itself is also going to have to be massive as well. So, 2 meters. Then extend it. 2 meters again. And there we go. Are we gonna roll with this? Are we gonna roll with this? I think so. Actually, we'll go with 1.8. There we go. Okay, so we have an 88mm gun in the middle. We have 4 55mm guns on the sides, and one of them's a turret. This is so strange, but I love it, I think. Okay, so, what do we do? What do we do in this situation? I have no idea. Crew. Yeah, crew. Okay, so driver is actually going to sit right in the center of this tank. I do believe that will be a-okay. Gunner, we're actually going to have a gunner for the main gun on the top. We're also going to have a gunner for the other guns too. So we're actually going to go ahead and put another gunner's view sight right there. We're going to bring that forwards, and that is okay. So, we need to have at least another gunner. Okay? So, gunner. No, but not for that tank. Okay, hang on. Hang on. So this guy's gonna fire that gun, that gun, that gun, that gun, and that gun. And then we're gonna get another gunner, which is gonna control that gun, and that's gonna be fine, I think. I don't know. Maybe. It's a bit of a monster. Okay, right. So, next thing, Commander's Cupola, we're just going to go ahead and have one of these. I'm just going to go ahead and smash it straight onto the back of this, and we'll leave it like that. The basket space, of course, needs to be bigger, so we can fit people in there. And that's okay. There we go. We're going to have like 1 million loaders, so don't worry about that just yet. In fact, how do we go about doing that? We've got 1 loader. We actually need another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we got 9 people in this tank. Loader, 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 and loader. There we go. We got a loader per gun. We've got a gunner a gunner on this one, and then 1 gunner controls the rest of them. We need a traverse on these other guns. So each one of these needs to be able to turn sideways. So let's just copy the bit above. 1005. There. Okay, so it can turn. That's good. 1005. And then hopefully the other ones have already copied it and they haven't. 1005. And then 1005. Okay. So now each of these guns on the side can actually turn inwards and aim with me. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, nice. And, yeah. They don't turn enough, though. Realistically, they don't have enough room behind them to actually turn properly, but, yeah. It's okay. They'll work enough. They'll work enough. Okay, so, they don't really work enough, actually, but we'll leave them as is for right now, anyway. They work with the looks of the tank, so I'm happy with that. Anyway, what we need to do now is go to firepower. We need to go to ammo storage. We actually need to put a bunch of these inside the vehicle. So, towards the rear of the tank, we're actually going to go ahead and have these guys. In fact, I'm going to put them in from the front, and we're going to have them on both sides. That is 45. That is a crazy amount of ammo, actually. But we're going to put that towards the back of the tank, and that should be okay. We're then going to get another set of ammo. We're going to limit it quite a lot, and it is going to go inside the actual... The gun, the turret. Here we go. And it is going to be a 88mm round. Excellent. Okay, so we're only going to have... I was going to say 3. I wouldn't mind having more. So let's increase that to... Oh. That's probably enough, actually. 8 of them. And yes, I am going to put them in the turret. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okie dokie. Next thing, we're going to go ahead and grab these guys. We're actually going to go and extend these guys upwards like so. I know that's a little bit weird, but it's okay. We're then going to go to points. Going to grab that one. And probably that one in the middle. There we go. And bring this up too. Okay. It is an extremely, extremely weird looking vehicle. But I suppose that's okay. Right, there we go. So, let's go to mobility. Go to engine. We're going to go ahead and work on that first. Here we go. So this is going to go here on the rear. There we go. I'm going to put that in there. We're then actually going to have 2 of these as well. Yeah, yes. We're also going to have one of those down here as well. Okay. Exhausts. This is where things get a little bit more interesting. I want to put them here. I actually really, really want to put them like this on the back. Yeah, okay, that works. Vents are already in. Mobility, fuel. We're going to lower this down to 50. There we go. Fenders, I wouldn't mind putting those back on a little bit. So let's raise those upwards. Here we go. They're going to go up to there. The separation's going to have to come all the way out in order to actually fit here. So separation, leave it about there. Good. And offset at the front is going to come backwards to about here. Width of them has to be wider. Okay, and then rear offset like this. There we go. Okay, I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's a-okay actually. Angle of this upwards. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Sure. All right, there we go. So we got the ammunition in now, so we should be able to fire. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, they pack a bit of a punch, actually. So what I want to do is actually have these guys on a different button than the others. So, cannons. Yes, go to cannon. I want each one of these guys to be on fire group 2. And I want this one to be on fire group 3. And this one's also going to be our primary cannon. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah, okay, so now when I go to fire... No, okay, press 2. Why is it only firing that one? Why does this happen? Why does this happen to me? Alright, there we go, because it isn't actually all on there. Alright, there we go. And 2, right, go. So press 2. Alright, they all fire at the same time. And let's say I'm aiming there. They all hit pretty much the right space, so that's good. And if I press F3 and I use my anti-tank gun, that works too. Okay, that's just what we needed. Alright, so what I'm going to do now then is add a bunch of detail to this thing, try and make it look really cool, and then from there we're going to go ahead and take it into a battle and see if we can make it work. I think we can. I think this will work. And there we go. So I've actually gone ahead and added a Japanese flag to the side, I've added a Japanese flag to the front, and you know what, we might as well just smack one on the back too. There we go. So I've also added a bunch of other details as well. Clearly I've added bedrolls, I've added these hooks as well, and I've also added some ladders on the side. I added a tarp on the side as well, same on the other side. I've also added some boxes right here. I added a way to get in on the front. I've also added a bed right there, and some equipment right there as well, and also some logs to the front. And to be honest with you, I think that's pretty much all it needs. The other thing that we do need to do is still need to add armor. Now I want to make sure this thing is under 35 tons. So that is my job now. I'm going to go ahead and put some armor on this, and hopefully it'll end up being okay in the end, maybe. Okay, so unfortunately this tank is too big and chunky to add armor to properly to stay underneath 35 tons. The side armor is literally only 30 to 40 millimeters. The armor up here is 60 because it's a little bit higher. The armor on the front is 140, so it is actually pretty strong on the front. But then down here it is, I mean, these are flat surfaces right here, that's why it's 120 there. But the rest of this is 75 down here. These flat surfaces are 140, and then these guys are 140 as well. Same with all the other bits that are essentially going to take on the enemy's fire. What I might do is actually lower this one, because these are at quite a steep angle. We're going to bring it down to 100, and that brings us to 36 tons. Okay. I think we can fight this, so that's what we're going to attempt to do. Let's get in there, let's... Oh wait, we haven't even done the engine stuff yet. So, even though I've done everything else, I haven't actually worked on getting the engine sorted. Yeah, 10, but then 5 liters, and then 2 300s, there we go, and then 150, there we go, and go. Okay, that's about right, excellent. So, there's 5 of us versus 8 of them. Let's go ahead and make sure we change guns every time we need to. And let's see if we can defend the line. I don't know whether we're going to be able to. Also, I really like this without the turret on the top, so I might take that off. It gets rid of 2 people as well in the tank, so that's quite nice. And then we might be able to squish it all down a little bit, and that'd be perfect, actually. But, yeah. Let's see how this goes to begin with, and then we'll go from there. Oh, tanks are on the horizon. Let's see if we can shoot them. Oh, I don't see it. Actually, I don't see the tanks on the horizon. Oh, one of them's being destroyed. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, hang up. Oh! I don't think my other tanks are actually using these, but I feel like they're actually pretty good. Hey, yeah, they are. They're actually sick. Okay, change to my other gun. In a second. All right, change to the other gun. Here we go, and make sure we hit the target. Oh, yeah. Right, now change back to my other guns. Okay. I need to kill this tank. Yeah, nice. Okay, and then this tank here. Oh, I've been destroyed. I've been hit big time. I can't turn my turret or anything. Oh, no. My driver's dead. Okay, well, I've got my other turret, don't I? I do. I've got my other gun. Yes! Victory! Nice! Oh, this thing works, guys. This thing actually works. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it the land fort. Honestly, I feel like it is a bit of a land fort. What I'm gonna do now, actually, is take the turret off. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm then also gonna get rid of a few of the crew. Because I don't need the gunner and I don't need the extra loader. So, we've got exactly what we need here, I believe. Unless there's one loader not doing anything. Hull, yes, yes. Gunner's not firing at anything. So you're going to be a loader instead of a gunner. And that's it. Okay, so this is now our new tank. All it has is these 55mm guns. I think this should work, maybe. Oh, we need a commander's cupola as well. Sorry, my bad. We need a commander's cupola on board. Thank you. There we go. We're just going to go ahead and shove it right in the middle. And then we're going to squidge it down. And that will be it for the commander's cupola. Thank you very much. There we go. Squidge it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, this thing looks menacing, actually. It looks pretty menacing. I like it. Yeah. Let me know in the comments down below whether you prefer it with the turret on the top or without the turret on the top. I think without, honestly. But anyway, let's see what happens here. What we could do is actually alternate them so they're all firing like we've done before. Or we could just leave it as is and hope we take out the enemy. I actually see some enemies out there. Uh-oh. Okay, they're actually quite far out. And that might cause an issue for us, actually. Oh, there's also some other enemies coming in this way. Okay, here's one. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yikes. Okay, that's dead. I see one over there. Okay, they shot us. It's also dead, I think. I think it's gonna die. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, and then there's one actually about to cross the line over there. I think I just took it out in one shot. I feel like I did. I just took it out in one shot. I could be wrong, though. Alright, get to this side, quick. Go, go, go. We need to help out over here. Alright, stop. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Fire! Alright, Tiger. King Tiger's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy, I think I took out his engine, but he's not dead. Oh, yikes. It must be dead. It must be dead. So that means the one over there is probably still alive. That's a friendly tank. Okay. I don't think my other tanks are actually doing anything. I don't feel like they've shot at all. Shot at all. Okay, is that guy alive or dead? I think it's dead. Okay, I don't know where the last enemy is. I have literally no idea where the last enemy is. What the? Yeah, what? What happened? We won though. I mean, we definitely won this one. That's crazy. That is actually pretty crazy. All right, just because it didn't go through, we're gonna go ahead and try it again. Let's get out there, guys. I don't have a radio operator, and I don't actually have a Oh, I do. I've got the radio antenna, but we're not gonna use them. This is cool. I need to make another version like this. I really do. All right, we're sitting waiting at the top of the hill. Are we gonna be able to destroy the enemies? There's one over there. Let's go ahead and shoot him first. Here we go. All right, that one's dead. Who's next? Oh, this guy. Remember, my side armor's not amazing. Oh, I missed. There we go. That one's dead. All right, one all the way out there. Oh, we got it. Nice shot. Okay, there's some more coming. I missed that one. Lucky for us, the King Tiger's turret doesn't actually work. It's currently aiming straight down, but it's dead. There we go. We've destroyed all of them. We destroyed all of them easily. Wow, that's sick. That is so cool. Alright, well, anyway, I think for right now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And let me know in the comments down below whether you think it should be a non-turreted tank with these 4 cannons, or it should have the 5th one on the top. It has enough room for it, it just didn't seem in place. Or it seemed out of place. But for right now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.